In this video, I will be going over all of the current meta PvP tactics that most pro players are using. This tech is an extremely powerful tech when done correctly. I've already gone over this tech in my past upload, but this time, you'll go more in depth. If you do a hook dash and can't connect your M1, you can immediately backdash cancel and extend the dash. This is the most convenient with flowing water and shove since they are the easiest to do and have minimal delay. The reason why this tech is so good is because of its simplicity. You don't have to make such precise dashes anymore to properly land your M1s. Instead, you can make a half-assed dash and still manage to extend it with a backdash cancel. This tech is actually easier to execute on high ping. The higher ping you have, the more delay there is between your inputs, therefore making it easier. However, if you're on low ping, this tech requires a lot more precise timing, since there is minimal delay with your moves and they process extremely quickly. To do this tech, you must hold the S key to make sure you will backdash. While holding S, you would want to press the move you want to do and press Q right after. For example, the move I want to backdash cancel with is shove, so I dash, hold S facing backwards, press 3 and 0.1 seconds after I press Q. I average 40 ping in my private server, so I have to press 3 and Q extremely quickly, otherwise I would just backdash without using the move. Here are the times I've executed this tactic in a fight. Something similar but not as good can also be done with consecutive punches. When you dash and manage to hit your opponent, but you can't connect the second M1, you can take advantage of the consecutive punch range and manage to hit your opponent with that. If done correctly, your opponent can't punish you with their Ragdoll cancel no matter what they do. It's extremely easy to execute, but you have to get the timing perfectly. When you uppercut, you side dash 1 second after the uppercut and wait until your opponent falls to the ground. When they are halfway done with the roll animation, you immediately front dash. This prevents them from Ragdoll canceling when you front dash towards them. This is honestly a pretty well-known tech, but it's pretty underrated since I don't see people using it that much. The majority of the player base usually goes for a twisted combo extender or a side dash to Hunter's Grasp. These are all easily punishable if your opponent has Ragdoll cancel. However, that wouldn't be the case if you don't even allow your opponent to Ragdoll cancel in the first place. This tech makes your opponent unable to Ragdoll cancel once you hit them with your front dash. It's extremely unpredictable and hard to punish. To do this tech with Guru, you simply need to Ragdoll your opponent to the ground when they are more than halfway until they land on the ground. You front dash. You can then extend with Hunter's Grasp. You can also do this with Lethal Whirlwind, although it can be a bit inconsistent and punishable. Right when you slam your opponent into the ground, you immediately side dash and front dash. I've done this tech a lot of times. It's basically taking advantage of the shift lock to finish the front dash as quickly as possible. This tech is completely true regardless of ping. However, you can Ragdoll cancel out of it. This tech is only useful as you completely master it, so here's how you can do it. When M1ing you Unshift lock, and when you unshift lock, you face your camera to where you can see the front of your face. After your third M1, you jump a little bit over your opponent and uppercut. When you uppercut, you immediately front dash. Right after your front dash is executed, you immediately press shift lock, redirecting the front dash to your opponent. Angular blocking is a long-range tactic that is extremely useful when up against long arm dashes. To do this, you face diagonally to the left or right of your opponent. This makes it so that you are instantly ready to counter dash after they hit your block. Since if you face directly towards your opponent and ghost block, you would have to turn your camera before executing your counter dash, and the camera turn can sometimes be inaccurate. But if you face diagonally, you don't need to make any camera adjustments, allowing for a near-instant reaction. This tactic can also counter side dash M1 baits. When done in a long-range position, it can block both left and right side dashes. Do not do this in a close-range position, since they can easily just wrap around you or side dash to the side where your back is showing. Do not slowly walk forward, walk sideways while mirroring your opponent's movement and keeping a far distance. True down slam is a 100% inescapable tech if done correctly. I'm not sure how it works, but if you jump while doing the third M1 and down slam right after, it makes it so that the opponent cannot ragdoll cancel. This tech has the most value if used with Garu. If you want to know how to do this tech, here's how. After two M01s, you jump. Mid-jump, you M1, and if the M1 lands, you hold for the fourth M1. This should automatically make you down slam. This tech is pretty situational. This is because you need to rely on your opponent screwing up their timing. If they use their ability a bit too late after their previous M1, you can punish them by pressing M1 while ragdoll canceling. This is completely inescapable. This tech is actually partially ping-based, since the lower the ping, the faster your M1s process, and the quicker you can ragdoll cancel.